So every year I give up coffee and caffeine for Lent, and usually by today, Friday, I'm ready to check into the hospital with caffeine withdrawal. And it ties well with today's gospel, which is Matthew chapter 9, verses 14 and 15. The disciples of John approached Jesus and said, "Why do we and the Pharisees fast much, but your disciples do not fast?" Jesus answered them, "Can the wedding guests mourn as long as the bridegroom is with them? The days will come when the bridegroom is taken away from them, and then they will fast." Looking at fasting in this context of Jesus' words this morning, we see that fasting is an anticipation of the good things to come in heaven. That when we fast now, we're acknowledging that our life is incomplete, that there's a lack of self-sufficiency in us, that we need Christ, and that the kingdom is not here yet in its fullness, and we are not yet in heaven. So fasting is almost a symbolic longing for the good things that the Lord wants to give us. It's a way of emptying ourselves out so there's less space for my junk and more space for Christ to reign on the throne of my heart. That's what St. Teresa of Avila said, that Christ wants to reign on the throne of our hearts. And for that to happen, I have to clean off that throne. I have to dethrone anything else that I've placed there as the center of my life. Fasting is difficult, whether we're fasting from food or coffee or television. To give something up has value only in the sense that it allows us to anticipate the greater gift of God's grace, mercy, and peace that comes to us. So if my life is full and overflowing with my own stuff, no room for Jesus to come in. Clean out my house, Jesus can occupy every room. Christ wants to reign on the throne of your heart.